What's going on, guys? Chandler's Legacy Farm here. We're gonna be comparing some multi-tools today. I just got these in. I got you guys down on the table here where you can really see what I got going on. Doing multi-tools and small knives, or you just need the camera a little closer so you guys can see what's going on. But this is what I got sent to me the other day. It's the Nextorch Pioneer and the Nextorch MT10, and the Pioneer came in a nice box, and I've been using these. All right, there's what your box looks like on the Pioneer. There you go. You can kind of see everything there on it, maybe. Camera's not wanting to focus real good. And there's that one. That's what you got. This has got, oh, I don't know, I guess 16 tools. That one's got 16 tools. This one has 14 tools. According to their count, 14 tools on the Pioneer, 16 tools on the MT10. That's what we're looking at. Where did I see this at? Where is it at? Somewhere on this box it actually has, yes, right here, 10-year warranty. It's got a 10-year warranty. I believe it's a manufacturer's warranty. I don't know. My eyes ain't the best today. Let's see what that says. It just says 10-year warranty. That's all it says, 10 years. And this one, I believe, is different. Where does it say it at? Yes. This one has a 5-year warranty. So this one is 5 years, this one's 10 years. This one is $100. This one is $50 to $60, depending on where you find it. They got this one on Amazon right now for, I think, $98. I got these sent to me. Me and Nextorch kind of got together, and so they wanted me to test them, compare them to different things. So that's what we're going to do today. Let's get into this. It's going to be, might be a lengthy video. So I'm going to pan you guys down a little bit so you can see the table. You might not be able to see me, but that's all right. You just need to see the multi-tools. So this is the Pioneer. Comes in a sheath. It's got like MOLLE compatible sheath. It's got a button so you can just snap it over your belt. It says Nextorch on it. It's got a drain hole, and it's Velcro. Don't much care for Velcro. I would rather have a snap. Not much on the Velcro. But here's the tool. Here is the tool. It has got, let me get through this thing here. It has got a cable, zip tie cutter right here. That's for cutting zip ties. And it's got a little button you push down, a little bit of switchblade action going on there. So you just push that down and it deploys. So, got that. Then you have a strap cutter, like a seatbelt cutter. This one it's got a pocket clip, and it has a good stiff pocket clip. Both of these have got very good pocket clips on them. This one is more suited to, say, military, police, first responders, EMTs, something like that, actually. So then you have got a screwdriver, flatbed screwdriver. It's kind of cut on one side, and it's actually removable. I don't really know why they made it removable, unless you want to just be able to replace it. But I think if you put this, yeah, you have to put, yeah, now it's stuck in there. You got to open that back up. Come on, Alan, get it going. Well, now Jimmy'd it up. Okay, you gotta, well, anyway, let me see. I'm trying to show you guys how to do this. Okay, you gotta open one at a time. So, there's your cutter. Here is your flathead screwdriver. But if you open the other one halfway open, like this, then this will go all the way back, and you can actually, come on, there, you can remove it. So if you break this off or something, you can remove it, and I guess you can get a new one. So that's different for sure. And it goes right back on pretty easy. It's really easy to work with once you figure it out. Let's see. Then we have a saw blade. It's a short saw blade, and it cuts on the back stroke, not on the front stroke. So it takes more meat out on the back stroke. Then you got your knife, sheep's foot design, and it's a little short too. But then when you open this thing up, that's all the tools on the outside. Whenever you open this thing up, you go to a pair of shears. Okay, like trauma shears. Instead of scissors, this has actually got shears on it. And say you had to get under someone's clothing, it's rounded off here, so you're not gonna, you're not gonna stab anybody if you're going up trying to cut pants legs off, shirt sleeves, whatever. And so that's the first thing that opens up. So that's a lot different than most of your multi-tools, because usually whenever you open your multi-tool up, first thing you get to is your pliers, right? So then this piece pulls out right here. Then you can, once you get it out to this position, you can close it here, okay? And flip that piece on around, and there's your pliers. And by the way, both of these have got spring-loaded pliers, and they've also got the little replaceable blades you can get with Nextorch, and get replaceable blades if you need to. So that is good in that way. Now, let's see. This one. We'll move on. That's the Pioneer. Oh, and it's got a little tape measure going on there too on the edge. It's really hard to see, but it's there. We'll move on to this one. The sheath on this one has got a button too, but the whole thing's like Velcro. So that's different than the other one. And then it's got this dangle thing. It's plastic, but you could just put a carabiner on it and then clip it to your bag or whatever you need to do there. So that's pretty neat. It's something different that I really thought was cool. It doesn't have any kind of drainage hole. Now this one has got like plastic inside of it, so that way it stays formed. It's a very formed sheath. This one is a lot cheaper sheath, Velcro again, and it's just a flat sheath, but not a bad sheath. The material that went into the sheaths are actually pretty good. It's pretty good. It's not junk. You know what I'm saying? It feels like quality, especially this one here. Especially this one feels really good. So this Nextorch plier, it comes with your saw, which is a lot longer than on the other multi-tool, the Pioneer. It comes with a saw, and it cuts both ways. It has straight teeth. Then you've got a Phillips head screwdriver there on the end of that. You can kind of see that it's made to take a Phillips head, and then it's a seatbelt cutter also. Then we've got bottle opener slash flathead screwdriver, and what else we got? There's something else in here. There we go. There's wire stripper and bottle cutter, or can opener. Yeah, wire stripper and can opener. That's what you got there. You do have a little tape measure on that side. And I think I was holding that upside down. There's your little tape measure. Now this one, let's see. Okay, the one issue that I've found with this one, okay? Let me go through this first. Let me tell you guys what I really think. I've used this one a little bit, but not a lot. It's a little bigger, a little heavier. It doesn't connect with me as well as this one does. This one is a little more EDC friendly than this one, okay? Now, I've used this one some, and every time I've used it, it's worked fine, okay? It's worked good. This one's the one I've carried the most. This one connects with me more, the MT10. Now, I have found one thing. Now, all of these have got, like on the blade here, on your saw and on your blade, a notch that you can put your thumb in to open them. Sometimes they open good, sometimes they don't. It just depends on how slippery your hands are at the moment, and how you get your thumb on it. They're not super easily accessed like most of the Leathermans are. And this one has got a nail nick right here that you have to put your finger in order to pull the saw out, okay? It doesn't have anything on the edges like this one does. It doesn't have a hole in it or anything to to be able to push it out with your thumb. See there, it's a little rough to do there. Got to get your thumb meet in it just right. So anyway, this one here, and then it has a nail nick for the cutting blade instead of a hole, right? That you can get some of your thumb meat in order to open it. Well, you can open this with the nail nick with your thumb. You can. Okay? Another sheep's foot design. Very long blade. I can't remember the length on this blade, but well, I'll show you here. It's a lot longer than the other sheep's foot, and I'll tell you that. Look at that. I mean, it's a lot more, you get a lot more knife with this one, okay? One more thing about this one. It's got an oxygen wrench right there. Whenever you open that up, you can, that is an oxygen wrench tool. So another good thing for EMTs, firefighters, stuff like that. So this one has got a really nice long blade, and I can't remember the knife steel that they used on this. Imagine that. I think it says it somewhere. Where does it say? The material going into this is 50 CR15 MOV. 50 CR15 MOV, or on this one for sure. 30 CR13 and YG8 are the steels that are used in the Pioneer. In the MT10, it's 3 CR13. That's all it says. This one is 3 CR13. So it is a different steel than the other one. Both of them are relatively cheap steels. They do their job. They're no super steel by any stretch of the imagination, but they've seemed to do okay for what I need to do with them. What I was getting at with this blade, you can open it with your thumb, but you got to get your thumb meat in it just right. Now, once you get it past the detent, I have noticed something. When I flip it all the way out, that liner pops up very high. It actually goes almost over the blade. See that? That is dangerous. So then you have to push it. Listen, that's how hard you got to push it back in. Okay, now, if you're just open it like a normal human being, it's fine. See there? It lines up, everything's good. It has a little bit of play in it, but most of these multi-tools do. Even some Leathermans has got play in them. But yeah, if you give this a fast whip out and flip it here, it may over travel, because that's what this one does. It will over travel, so that could be dangerous. So just remember that if you flip it out, it's probably going to over travel. It didn't do it that time. Depends on how hard, how hard of a whip you whip it. So if you open it like a normal human being, just use your thumb and open it up, and don't flip it trying to look all cool and sexy. It works and serves its purpose just fine. But that is an issue that I did find with this particular tool. They are all liner locked. So let's get into this one. Let's see. I already opened everything here, right? Yeah, I opened all that stuff. So I think I did anyway. Yeah. Same tools as on the other one. So when you open this one up, it goes straight into pliers, okay? And it has got replaceable cutters too. Replaceable cutters, just kind of like on a Leatherman. It's got a really good pocket clip also, like I was saying. Both of these have got excellent pocket clips. I really like pocket clips on a multi-tool, especially one of this size. So it's got really good pliers. They're not quite as robust as maybe a Leatherman, but they're pretty good size. They seem to work fine. I've used this one on a fishing trip, and I've used it some. So this one has pleased me so far, for sure. Then you can actually open this. There's another little nail nick right here. You can open it right here. Then it flips out to a big pair of scissors. All right, you got scissors. A big pair of scissors. Great for fishing, right? Great big pair of scissors to cut stuff. So these multi-tools are totally different than a lot of things I've seen, and they've got good quality too. The quality of these are pretty decent. I'm gonna rate the quality like they got a little bit of wiggle back and forth. Most of these cheaper ones do, but these are not cheap. So that's what I'm getting at, though. These are a decent tool. Your Gerber, but now this is a $30 tool too. Look at the wobble on this Gerber, right? And it don't have replaceable cutters or nothing. This is just the suspension NXT, or yeah, suspension NXT. Yes, I mean it's got a really cheap pocket clip. That pocket clip is a joke, but it's $30, right? I'm pretty sure that's what they run. It's $30. So it's a lot cheaper anyway. The materials are cheaper anyway. The functionality of this is just as good as these. I put these on the same. I put these Nextorch on basically in the same category as a Gerber. If you have any Gerbers that are going to cost you what these costed you, like the 600 series and what are the other ones? I can't remember. The Truss, the one that's a little more expensive than this one, you know, these fall right in line with, I think, the same quality as Gerber. That's what I think. They're right about the same quality as Gerber. They're not junk by any stretch of the imagination. They are really good tools, and they are more along the lines of your more higher end Gerber tools as far as quality and fit and finish and all that stuff, you know. I have a Gerber dime, one of those little bitty multi-tools, and I have this Gerber. They're the only Gerbers I have. So let's see what this looks like as compared to all the Leathermans. All right, we already compared this the other day, the Wave Plus, to it, but the Wave Plus is over $100. This one is $100, and it comes with a pocket clip. You got to buy the pocket clip extra on this. You know, this one is a little bigger. Now, when it comes to the MT10, it's a little bit bigger also. It's about the same thickness though, where this one is thicker. All right. So when it comes to size, I can go to my Leatherman OHT. All right. When it comes to size, Leatherman OHT, there you go. It's a little smaller than an OHT in length. It's just a little thicker, barely a little thicker than an OHT. But the OHT is definitely wider in this aspect. So, you know, that's your size range. Here's another one that everybody knows. Leatherman Skeletal, right? I mean, this is light. It don't weigh anything. But as far as size goes, there you can kind of see size difference here. It's about the exact same length. It's just this one is definitely a little, you know, a lot smaller. It's just the same length. These are $100, and it doesn't have near the tools on it that this thing does for $100, and it's pretty good quality. I'm not going to knock these multi-tools, either one of these Nextorches, because they've been good. I've been testing them and using them for over a week, a little over a week now, and they seem to be okay. I'm going to keep using them, and I'll let you know if I break anything on them. But these things seem to be good. Let's see. Let's see. A lot of people likes to compare plier heads, so we'll look at the plier heads. Okay. Let me get these pulled out. Like I said, this one opens up to your scissors first. So, all right. Here's your pliers. We'll go to the Skeletal. Now, these are not, you know, they're not spring-loaded pliers. These are. So, there you go. They're definitely a little bigger than your Skeletal. They are a little smaller than your Leatherman Wave Plus. Okay, that's your Wave Plus. Then, of course, you've got the giant set, Super Tool 300. This is my farm tool right here. But, I mean, that's just a whole lot more plier head, you know, than what this is. Or the Pioneer, you know. Just a lot more plier head going on there. This is an amazing tool. Then, this is the one that I usually use fishing. This is my Wingman. It does not have replaceable cutters. Okay, no replaceable cutters. So the plier head on it's a little different. But this one is actually skinnier, if you can tell. You know, this one has a slimmer profile than this one does. and it has a little more reach too. This one is so great for fishing. I love these pliers for fishing. If you watched any of my videos, these are the ones I have 90% of the time. And it comes with a pocket clip, and these are like 80 bucks or something like that, I think 60, 80. I don't remember what they are, but somewhere in that vicinity. So you're all still relatively in the same price range. And these are spring-loaded, Leatherman. Keep doing that. My Lord. That's what another thing that attracts me to these is they're spring-loaded pliers. Spring-loaded pliers are so much easier to deal with than pliers that are not spring-loaded. All right, let's see. Let's get some weights on this stuff. I know this video is running long. Let's get some weights on this stuff. I don't know if you guys ain't gonna be able to see that. So the weight on the MT10 is 8.9. The weight on the Pioneer, is 9.6. Okay, to give you, these are close to the same size, my Leatherman OHT. So that's 9.5. This one is 9.6. So these are virtually the same weight. All right. Super Tool 300. We'll see what it is. Excuse me. All right, it is a 10.2, and this one was a 9.6. So your Super Tool is going to be just a little heavier than these. Wave Plus. Your Wave Plus is 8.7. Your Nextorch MT10s, 8.9. 8.7 and 8.9. I mean, they're close. You know what I mean? They're very close. Of course, we can weigh the Skeletal, which is 5.2, right? Yeah. But Skeletal is a very handy tool. Okay, so anyway, we are going to test these today, and I don't know, see what we can do with them. All right. First thing, let's see if these knife blades will cut some zip ties off. All right, we'll get the old rubber mallet out here. See if I can't wedge that in there and cut that off. Well, it slipped. I didn't have it tight enough. Did you see that? There we go. Let's see if we can't get that in there. Well, that one popped right off. Popped right off. All right. Come on, stay tight. Well, we'll just try to take them both off. There we go. Pow, both of them. All right, so knife blades have cut. Let's see here. Let's see. They have got some, let's see what we got. They got what they call a strap cutter. We'll see if it'll actually cut a strap. Yep, sure will. That will cut a strap. It's like a seatbelt cutter. That's what it's for. Let's see. Where's the other one at? Where are you at? There it is. This one's got the same thing. I'm just trying to find it. There's a strap cutter on the Pioneer. It definitely cut. They definitely cut. They cut pretty darn good too. So they'll cut that old piece of strapping. That's a plus. They definitely do their job there. Let's see. What else we have in common here? Naturally, you got your can opener, bottle opener, and all that stuff. Now these open up to a pair of shears. All right, instead of a pair of scissors. These open up to, well, these open up to pliers like a normal set does. Then whenever you open these up on the side, that's where your scissors are. And these on the side, they have the pliers. So they're different in that aspect. All right. So we'll see how these do. All right. Get this strap in my hand here. Well, it's cutting. I don't know. Seemed to do all right. It's some heavy strapping stuff I got going on here, so it's cutting it. All right, let's see if what these scissors will do. Let's see if the scissors will cut it. Scissors, not near as well. Nope, kind of fraying it a little bit. They're cutting it, but they're not liking it. All right, let's try some paracord. There ain't hardly any scissors like paracord. Yeah, you got to kind of cut on. You got to kind of whack on it a little bit. Yep, it's not doing real well on cutting paracord. Let's get out on the tip here and see. Yeah, it's just gonna roll around it. Paracord's horrible for that. All right, let's see. Let's see what these shears will do. Stuff all over them. Let's see what these will do. Yep, they're not cutting paracord real well either. They do a little better than the actual scissors do, though. Let's try out on the end. Yeah, they're a little better than the scissors, maybe. Maybe. Yeah. All right, so let's see. What else we got here? Okay, now this pair here has got what they call a zip tie cutter. All right, so let's see what'll cut zip ties. I'll tell you what. Well, it would have to be on there loose, but like if you can, as long as you can get under what you're cutting. See here, as long as you can get under what you're cutting, it'll just nip it right off. I don't know if you guys can see that real well. It just cuts it right off. Pretty neat. That is pretty cool. And it's got a little push button here. You push that up and it locks it in position, and you push it down, and there you go. You got your little cutters there. So that's pretty cool. Let's see if these will cut. Let's see if these will cut this. No, they won't cut it. I didn't think so. I didn't think it would. Let's see if it'll cut this any at all. No, won't cut that. But for zip ties, heck yeah, it'll cut zip ties all day long. That's awesome. All right, let's see. Let's see here. Making a mess here. Let's see how sharp this is. They come sharp. Look at that. These knife blades definitely come sharp. They came very sharp. Pretty darn sharp. Pioneer MT10. Now the MT10 has got different steel. Let me get the box out and read it to you. Yeah, MT10. That's the one I'm holding here. This is the MT10. That's what the clamshell packaging came in. It has got, the steel on it is 3CR. The main, it says main material. Oh no, blade material. 5CR15 MOV. 5CR15 MOV. Yes, that's the blade material. And that's the same on this one too. Yeah, same exact blade material. But it's not the best steel. It's not the worst steel. I don't know. It looks like it's doing a fine job of cutting stuff to me. That's all I know. Hey, let's see. Let's check out these. Let's check out this saw blades came on them. Now this one cuts both ways. All right, we got a piece of wood here. Let's see what this does. It cuts, but it don't cut real fast, I'll tell you that. Yeah, it cuts. It don't cut very fast, though. It's not as sharp as I would want it to be. Now, this one cuts on the backstroke. Let's see what it does. This one's definitely got a little more bite. Yeah, this one's definitely got a little more bite. It's a lot shorter. It's a lot shorter of a saw, what it is. But, well, actually, it ain't a whole lot shorter, but it is shorter. Yeah, this one is definitely a better saw. But this is a $100 tool. That's about a $60 tool. So, I mean, there you go. There's going to be differences, you know. Let's see. That's about all I got to cut and mess with here. So, we'll fold these up. Let's see. They've been really good. I've carried this one on some fishing trips, and I've used this one some. They're pretty good tools. They really seem to be pretty good. This is just a continuation of another video that I made introducing these tools. So it's just kind of a continuation of that. And I did get the steel wrong on the MT10, because I told yins in the first part of the video, the first video, that it was 3CR13, but it's not. That's what the main material of this one is made out of. The blade material is that 5CR15 MOV. But anyway, guys, that's it. Added these two multi-tools sent to me from Nextorch. I like them. They're definitely functional tools. They are definitely different. They're pretty good. I think I'm going to go ahead and just combine both these videos together and just make one video. So that's what you're going to see is one video. So that's what we got. I don't know, guys. If you're looking for a multi-tool, you know, maybe pick one of these up. I really like this one a lot. I really do. I like it a lot. This one is just a little bit overkill, but you could put this one in a bag in your vehicle, and that would be an amazing tool to keep in your vehicle. An amazing tool for your vehicle. Because it's like I said, this one's more suited for military, police, maybe EMTs for sure, something like that. This would be a great tool to put in your car. This one is a great tool to have on your side every day. More EDC. This one's more for sure emergency style of it. You know, that's what I'm thinking. Anyway, guys, that's it. If you like what I'm doing, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'm going to edit both of these videos that I just made. I'm just going to edit them both together into one video. And anyway, if you like what I've been doing, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Appreciate the thumbs up button, and we will see ya.